it's Lauren DeHaven again, and we are at day 6. It is our last day of working out, and then we get our rest day for day 7. So today we are actually going to work our cardio and our core. And we have been working our core the entire time and our cardio, but this day is really focused on just getting our heart rate up and really focusing on our oblique muscles, our upper abdominis muscles, and then our very low core muscles as well. You do not need any equipment for this. Some of the moves we have already done, so it will only have a brief explanation. Round 1, again, is 4 exercises, 1 minute each exercise, and 30 seconds rest in between. You are going to do burpees. I know. Then you're going to do right side hip ups. Then you're going to do straight arm jacks, and then you're going to do left side hip ups. So with the core moves, we do break them down so that you are working your core to exhaustion. It's actually a really strong, powerful muscle powerhouse in your body. It helps keep your posture straight. It helps your back muscles. And so it's actually stronger than you think it is, and you're like, I don't have a strong core, but when you do these exercises, you'll really realize how strong your core actually is. So the first move is burpees. We've explained them before. I'll quickly demonstrate them. The idea is to get your heart rate up as fast as possible. So the faster you can get doing the full burpee move, the better off your cardiovascular system will be for these exercises. But if you have to keep it slow because you're a beginner and you're just doing this for the first time, by all means, keep your form is way more important than how fast you go. So, burpees again, our feet are hip width apart. They stay hip width apart the entire time. Our hands lower down to the ground. Our feet kick out behind us. We're in a plank position. We come back up, stand up, and jump. So, it's down, back, in, up. You don't even have to go any faster than that. You're doing it for a full minute, so take your time. The next move is a right side hip up. So, to get set up into this so that you don't fall over, let me angle this down just a little bit so you can see. Okay, so you are going to come into a side plank. Now, this is a modified version of a side plank. You can still do the move this way, but the full movement is both feet are straight out. You're going to lower down and up. So your shoulder doesn't fall into socket. You don't come like this on your shoulder. Your shoulder stays up tall the entire time. If you start to feel pressure on your wrist, you can make a fist and come up onto your fist. That will help alleviate the pressure. You can also, too close to the treadmill, can also lower that knee down and hip up this way. Your hand can be on your hip if you need for support to see. I tell my classes sometimes feel the connection with your hips and your, if you put your thumb on your lowest rib cage and your middle finger on your hip bone, you can feel the connection working. It's really cool. The next is a straight arm jack. So, just like all the other jacks we've been doing, you're on the balls of your feet. Your arms are just going to move straight up in the air as you jack your feet in and out. So your arms are up when your feet are out. They're down when they're not. You are light on the balls of your toe. If you have to slow it down, you can. But you're still working. Either way. And then the last move is the hip up on the left side. Setup is exactly the same way. It's down and up, down and up. You will feel your oblique muscles. 1 minute is going to be like, just make sure when you do it that everything is in line, that your hips are in line. You're not pushed back. You're actually pushing your hips forward. You're coming down and lifting up. Exhale when you lift up. Feel the connection here on your oblique muscle. It's how I'm keeping my obliques so awesomely awesome during pregnancy. I do a lot of oblique work. The second round, so first round, 1 minute each exercise, 30 seconds rest between. You guys know the deal. Second round, we're going to do mountain climbers. We've done them before. Then we're going to do a straight leg arm lift. And then we're going to do frog jumps and hip drops. So I don't think I need to explain the mountain climbers again, but I will because I love you guys all so much. So we're on the floor pretty much the entire time for this round, except the frog jumps. So mountain climbers, pretty simple. You're in a plank position. You go as fast as you need to for yourself. Head is in line, neutral spine, core is nice and tucked in, knees are going to come towards your chest, and you go as fast as you need to. You can slow it down. You can step it. Whatever you need to do for you. But the idea, this is cardio day, the idea is we're getting our heart rate up. We're moving and punching. Okay, so the next is a single arm, straight leg, kind of like a V-up, almost, but only one arm and one leg are moving. So you're flat on your back. You're going to keep your left leg, we'll start with the right leg moving. The left leg will stay either flat on the floor or will be elevated about 6 inches. If you elevate it, it's harder work. If you leave it flat, it's still hard work, but not as difficult. Your right leg is doing all of the work, and your left arm is going to meet it at the top. You can brace yourself by putting your right arm out to the side to give you more balance and stability. So you're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor and lift and lower. The arm and leg are doing the exact same movement. Your head and chest are away from each other. It doesn't look like mine are, but they really are. So if that starts to bother you, you can stop using the arm and just lift and lower your leg. And again, if you're going to keep that left leg off the ground, it's harder work. Good. Frog jumps. I love these. I teach these in Insanity all the time. They're my class's least favorite, but I think they're so awesome. So, feet are wider than hip width apart. You're down. You're going to extend up, jump up into the sky, look like a frog, land softly forward in front of you. So you jump up, then you jump back. The idea is that you're jumping the same amount of distance when you jump forward as you jump backwards. It's harder to jump backwards, so just keep that in mind. Then the last move is hip drops. So these are amazing oblique workouts. I've done a lot of these in my PiYo classes. You're going to be actually on your forearms. It's a little easier than being in a plank position. So you'll come down to your forearms. Hips are in line. You're just going to drop your hip to the side, lift it up, drop to the other side, lift it up, drop, and lift. Back is flat, core is tight, shoulders are away from your ears. And that is round 2. And then we go on to round 3. Round 3 has one of the evil Shanti moves in it, power jumps. I'm going to try my best to show you the full move. If I can't, I will talk you through it. Then we're going to do a low plank hold. It's a little bit different than just holding for a minute. That's pretty hard for a lot of people that are beginning. So we're going to do 10-second hold, 3-second rest. 10-second hold, 3-second rest. Then we're going to do a straight leg kick. It's actually standing. Then we're going to do V-ups, and then we're done. Then we're done. Okay, so power jumps. The idea is that you're going to jump as high as you possibly can. So in order to jump, we know you have to start from the bottom. So you're going to start in a very low squat position. You're going to jump up, and your hands, remember when we did high knees, our hands were at our side at 90-degree angle, and our knees met our hands. The same thing happens, except your knees are out to the side, so you're like that. So when you jump up, now, the higher you go, the harder it is. The faster you go, the harder it is. But take your time. If you have to slow it down, you totally can. And do one side at a time. Okay, low plank hold, 10 seconds on, 3 seconds off. So we're in a low plank. We're on our forearms. Shoulder blades are away from our ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. 1, 2, 3, and then hold again. And repeat. Get a timer. Use the timer, not yourself, because by the end you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. That's not accurate. So get a timer or get someone else to count for you. Sometimes I'll make it a little harder. I get my 7-year-old to count for me, and her counts are a lot slower than my counts. The next move is the straight leg kick. So for this move, you'll actually do the right side for 30 seconds, left side for 30 seconds. So you're going to bring your knee up to 90-degree angle. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's fine too. And you're kicking your leg like this, but you're going to start to hop on it. So your calf muscle is going to work, but your hip flexor and your core is going to work too. So you're working your cardio as well. So from the side, your knee is up. I start to move it and then start to run. Notice how my knee is staying at parallel to the ground. So I'm not down here, right? I'm way up here. You have to hold those lower core muscles in the whole time. 30 seconds one side, then we switch. 30 seconds on the other side. Use your arms too. They're totally there to help you with your momentum. Then the last move is a V-up. Mine's going to look hilarious because I don't have as much flexibility as I used to. But you're laying on your back. Legs are straight, arms are straight, and you want your hands to meet your feet directly above your lower belly button. So right where my big baby bump is. So you're going to inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, and then bring them up. So it's inhale and lower back down. So in order to have control for that movement, you have to isolate your core. You have to think, okay, as I move my head up, my upper abdominals are crunching, my obliques are crunching, then my lower abs. And then when you're going back down, my lower abs relax, then everything else, and it works its way up. So it's up, crunch, and bring it forward. And that is the end of the 7-day fast track shred. Tomorrow is a rest day. It means you really have to dial in your nutrition. For more support on determining what type of nutrition plan is best for you, contact me at facebook.com/sweatandbefit. I'd be happy to help set you up with some macros and get you started on this awesome track. I hope that by the end of this year, as out of breath as I am, and I'm just demonstrating it, I'd love to hear your stories, so post in the comments below how this program helped you, what you'd tweak about it, what other exercises you'd like. I can always do more of them. And have a great rest of your day. It's only 30 minutes, so everybody has time for that. And I really appreciate you sharing the word and spreading this. So have a great rest of your day.